What's the story, guys? I'm Hollow Gamer, and today I've got the third episode of my FIFA 14 Seasons mode with Portsmouth FC, and we're starting off straight away. We're coming up against Newport County in the first game of this episode, and we're at home, so we're favourites to win. Newport just got promoted, and we're going with a 4-4-2 in this game, and we're going to start out with Afolabi and Lakovic up front. El Haddadi's going to go back onto the left, Graham on the right, Obi and Rakon in the middle, and the normal defence that I play every week. And Newport County are playing this absolute dirt formation, 5 at the back with 3 centre mids and 2 strikers. Absolutely dirt. Zabrowski really is a striker there that really got to keep an eye on. He really is a good striker in Empire League 2. And we start off pretty well chasing them down, but we get the first opportunity here with Rakon on the ball, slips through Lakovic on his weaker left foot off the post. Can't believe it didn't take that. Took the shot early. Lakovic really should have scored. But we get into the 20th minute here and they get a penalty. And I'm not quite sure if that's a handball penalty or not. And Flynn steps up to take it. And he's taking a long walk up to this penalty. And our goalkeeper has made a save in the previous episode. Carson made a really good save. So can he do it again? Can he stop his second penalty of the season? He dives the right way. But the penalty was in the top corner. No chance from number 17 Flynn there. Banged it in. Good penalty. Dives the right way. Didn't score. Or he didn't save it. In top left. Can't really complain too much other than the fact it was a dodgy looking penalty. I don't know if it was a handball. Didn't really say. But we come down. We want to get back in this game. We come down the right hand side with Graham, who's been one of the top players that I've signed. Smashes it across to Rakon, who hasn't scored since his first 2 goals in the very first day of the season. And he lands one on the roof of the net there. Not a great shot really. And they're coming at us again. A ball over the top by Chapman to Zabrowski. Keeper's coming out a bit here. It gets tackled. The keeper goes to catch it and he drops it straight into the path of Flynn, who gets his second of the game. That's really poor goalkeeping there by Carson. And that just puts me into the mindset of maybe I need to go out and sign a new goalkeeper while the transfer window was still open. And yeah, it was really poor play from him there. He's not that tall. I thought he'd do better. Good challenge here from the centre-back Ngala. Then the keeper spills it out to the other striker and he just pokes it into the back of the empty net. And that's 2-0 against the team we were extremely favourites to beat at home at the Fortress with his Fratton Park. We should have done better. But we start off straight away from kickoff. El Haddadi doing skills down this left-hand side. He's been a really good signing for us. Really good player. Came from Barcelona B, but he loses it. But we do get a chance in the 52nd minute. We're passing it around between the 2 strikers. Afolabi linking up well with Lakovic with the 1-2 over the top. And he has to finish, and I don't. And he hits it back to the keeper. Lakovic has missed his second really strong opportunity of the game. He's creating the chances, but he's just not putting them away. And from a set piece here, Zabrowski flicks it onto Jolly, who has just come on as a sub. And he bangs it across back to Zabrowski, who makes it 3-0. Jolly, really strong pace there. He's a rapid player. I think he's got 4-star skills as well. And a really good delivery. Keeper's position was bad, and we're 3-0 down. And this is really tough to take against a team that I really just couldn't play against. The formation, I just couldn't deal with the formation. It was so defensive. As much as I attacked, they always got it back on the counter-attack. But we do get a penalty here, and it's another one of them penalties where it's really soft. I don't know if they're being handballs. I don't think that one was a handball. But if I keep getting so many of these penalties, I'm going to have to turn my handballs off because it's just getting too unrealistic. And Nicky Shorey steps up. And as with Nicky Shorey, he's such a beast. He's so calm. He's got the experience playing the Premier League. We don't expect him to miss. And he doesn't even land it in the green though. Gives it 2 bars of power. Does the stutter. Into the top corner. Good penalty from Shorey. You know what I mean? 3-1 down. Bit of a consolation goal. But we could get back into this. 67 minutes gone. Enough time to get back into this game. Definitely enough time. Really could do something here. As we see, Shorey's penalty. It does a stutter. Keeper goes the right way, but it's a really strong penalty. And he can't put it in. And we get a set piece here. Shorey on this left-hand side puts a cross in. The ball drops. Bradley shoots. And drops to Wallace, who I did sub on. The Portsmouth youth player. Comes on there, gets a decent goal. He was on the initial header there, but followed it up. And managed to poke it past the keeper. And we could come back into this now. Only 1 goal away from getting a draw and really pulling it back from 3-0. But we don't get it. The game ends. And there's not much we can do after that. And we've signed 2 new players. We're going to sign Jesse Jorrington there. Jorrington. And we get his offer accepted. And we're going after this guy called Crescito. He's a little Spanish cam from Mallorca, and Jesse Yarngen was on the free agent list. I think he played with Aston Villa. So we've got them 2 brand new signings, and they should look pretty well inside our team as we go into our next game. We're up in a tough game up against Chesterfield. And as the commentator says, we are unbeaten away from home, but that was a really bad loss we took. Our first loss in the season, and this is the league table. We're into 5th now, 4 games played, 3 wins, 1 loss, down to 5th. And Chesterfield have Ian Evatt, the former Blackpool guy in centre-back there, decent player a few years ago, and they have Richards up front, who is probably their danger man. And we're lining up with a full 1-2-1-2 to start this new game to let Crescito play in that cam role. We've got El Haddadi on the left, Graham on the right, and the same back four as we normally play. The back four isn't going to change much throughout the season because it is really strong and established, really. And we start off here pretty well. Graham on the ball, gets tackled, the ball goes through, but it must have been offside because the ref decides to bring it back. And yeah, look at Cooper here. Graham was through, clears him out of it. And I was going to take this with El Haddadi, or not El Haddadi, with Crescito, because it's his debut. He's got really good technical stats. He's not got great pace. That 82 curve looks like he'd be a really good set piece tackle. Do a lot of whip here. We get it round the wall and the keeper pulls it out of the top corner. Goalkeepers are really good at saving free kicks in this game. They're so much harder this year round. And that's a really good save because that was curling into the corner, I think. But the ball drops here at the edge of the box to Crescito. Takes one touch, goes for the bang. Good save. He's had a good first 5 minutes to his Portsmouth career. The little Spaniard playmaker. You know, every team needs a little Spanish bit of flair. We switch it across to Graham here. We get to Afolabi. He gets free. He goes for his near post shot, which he is quite good at doing. I've scored a few near post shots with him. And the young 18-year-old, recently got from Bray, just manages to test the keeper's fingertips. But we do get a corner. As you know, Nicky Shorey's corner deliveries are top dollar, but we don't manage to do anything really with that corner. Good defensive header. Bolakovic here picks up the ball off the defenders, takes a shot, and it's another penalty. Now this one was definitely for handball. El Haddadi with the shot was going directly towards goal, and it hits the goalkeeper. And after this episode, guys, I am going to take handball penalties off because it's just getting too ridiculous, too many penalties from it, so you won't see it again. But sure, he steps up, does the stutter. Wasn't the best penalty that he's taken this season, but he gets another goal. And I'm definitely turning handballs off because it's just too many penalties. But we start off in the second half. Not much else happened in that first half. So we just start off with the way we're playing. And we're coming down the right-hand side here. Afolabi's link-up play was being really good hold-up play. Graham with the switch here, looking for Nicky Shorey. Takes a good first touch. He comes in on his right, and he hits an absolute stormer. With his right foot, his weaker side, decides to let one go. Smacks off the top of the crossbar. Really good shot, as we see it on the replay here. And I'm going to expect Shorey to score 3 or 4 of these at least in the season. 3 or 4 long shot smashers. Really good long shot taker. And really good player in the team. Probably the best player in the team by far. But Chesterfield do get through here. And Garner comes out. But Jesse Jorringen, on his debut, comes out and slide tackles the striker. Showing what, you know, a good striker should have scored there. And should have scored there again. But showing you what a good keeper can do. Really impressing on his first game, on his debut. But Graham down his right hand side, his tricks are savage. Looks for the cutback. Afolabi with the toe poke, good block, and they manage to clear. But El Haddadi picks up the ball here, goes down the left. He shows him the inside, goes back outside again, does a scoop turn, past one man, stands up past another man. His skills here are unreal. Takes it past loads of players, chips it in. Lakovic has to score with a little bicycle kick there. What a run by El Haddadi. He's looking like an absolute bargain. Only a couple of 100k straight from Barcelona B. The little Moroccan looks like he could light up this league. Really good skills. Left 2 players on their arse. Lovely chip into the middle. And if you miss that, you've got to be sacked. You're not getting played again if you miss that, Lakovic. Awkward looking finish as well. But 2-0, that should wrap up this game. And we should be able to move into our next game pretty soon. But Lakovic does get through with another chance to get on the score sheet again. But he doesn't take it. And we get taken out here. Graham gets knocked to the floor. And we don't know why that isn't a penalty. But we don't mind. We're 2-0 up. The penalty wouldn't have made much difference. And we take the 2-0 win. And this is transfer deadline day. And as I've got all my deals done early, I'm not doing any business on transfer deadline day. I've spent near enough all my money. Just a couple of 100k left over that I don't really want to spend. And we look at the big deals there. Lewandowski's gone to Chelsea. I was checking on Nubel here, this guy from Ipswich. I was trying to get a little offer in for him because Jervis has not been doing well. I was thinking of getting rid of him. But we do keep going, and we go through the rest of the time. Lewandowski, Mascherano, some good big transfers there. Dzeko to Inter, and what's his name, Mandzukic to Arsenal as well. That's a big move. But we go through the whole time. We don't spend any players, and we actually get an offer here for a player. With an hour left, we get an offer for, who was it for Jed Wallace for 400 grand from Birmingham, and we're like, no way, we're keeping him. Portsmouth youth player, I want to keep him in the squad, definitely not with an hour to go, no way to reinvest the money. And that's it, and our next game up is Wolves in the Capital One Cup. And as I told you before, I play all my games on world class, but when I play a team that's a league above me, I'm going to switch it to legendary. So this game is going to be on legendary up against Wolves, who are actually top of the League One at this moment in time. And it is a big cup game. We're playing away at the Molyneux. And yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Definitely first game on legendary. Wolves are going with a 4-2-3-1. Sigurdsson, O'Hara, they're really good players. Jacobs, Stearman in centre-back. Ikeme, the goalkeeper. And we're going up with a different sort of team. And Nicky Shorey has been made the captain. He's been made the captain for the season. That's why we're getting a good look at him. We've got the number 3 on his back. And we're going with a 4-1-2-1-2 once again. But we're going with a few change players because of fitness. And we're throwing Graham on the left, Bartram on the right, Wallace in the cam role because he played really well in the last game. And this is going to be a really tough game. But we go down the side here with Graham. We know how good his skills have been against the computer. He's doing people left, right and centre. Comes inside here, decides to have a pop. Absolutely woeful shot. But we'll play on. And we're in the 31st minute here. And this is Wolves' first meaningful attack. Hits it to Ricketts down his right hand side. We slide in, miss him completely, gets the cross in. And Sigurdsson gets the header in. The Icelander just rises in between my centre-backs. I think it was Ingala there. Just got up too late, and Bradley just couldn't get up quick enough. And in between the two of them, goalkeeper there, Jesse, couldn't do nothing about that really. Into the corner, good finish with the header, but that's really disappointing. Really bad tackle there from Bradley, should have done better. And a really good header into the corner. And on Legendary, you can't let the computer have any chances because they will punish you. And into the 41st minute here, we lose the ball with Ingala. O'Hara's through one-on-one. He's got to score. Smashes it against the post. Jesse gets up to his relief and picks up the ball. And we're living life on the edge here. Could be an early exit from the Capital One Cup. But Graham, he's doing everything he can, doing chops, trying to create something here. But our pressure does create a chance for Jervis, who comes inside, tries to hit it near post. And he just doesn't score, and he hasn't been playing well. And the next chance we get here, we're on with Jervis. He chips it over the top to Clayton, takes it on the chest, smashes it straight at the goalkeeper, and it's cleared away. But we come at them again. This time Jervis wins the ball. He goes for the back post to Clayton again. Clayton does a bikey kick, and it's cleared off the line or by the keeper. I don't know, but we keep the possession going. We give it to Shorey. Shorey takes a shot. What a save. Nicky Shorey looking to add on to his tally there. Really strong strike, and I'm expecting to get a lot more goals from him. As we see Jesse pegging it up the pitch. 6'6" goalkeeper. He's coming up for this bad boy. And we're going to try and aim for him. Nicky Shorey pulls the ball out. He's played really well at left back despite we're taking a loss here. And we're going to go for the power free kick in towards the big goalkeeper. And it gets cleared out to the edge of the box. Wallace tries to turn on it here. Tries to take the strike. Good block. Gets cleared away now. And we win it back. And we're looking to try and get down the side one last time. Wallace on the ball again. We're going to try and recycle it, cross the ball into the near post. And after that cross, that's not much time left, and we do end up taking a loss. It was a really hard game on Legendary. Wolves probably deserved the win. And this is going to be the last game of this episode, guys. So if you did like this series and like this episode, make sure you hit that like button, comment below and tell me what you think, what you want me to do, if you're going to improve in any way. And I'll see you next time, guys. So have a good one. Good luck.